Have you ever had your bikini waxer ask about your ankle monitor? I was lying on the table at Smooth Sensations, legs spread in that awkward butterfly position, when Valentina paused mid-wax strip and said, "That's a chunky anklet, hun. Designer?" I almost laughed. Something like that. She bent closer, inspecting the black device secured around my left ankle. "Wait, is that house arrest monitor?" I said casually, like I was telling her about my weekend plans. The wax strip stayed frozen in her hand. "Girl, what did you do?" Here's the thing nobody tells you about house arrest. You still have to maintain your life. Groceries, doctor appointments, and yes, bikini waxes. The court gives you a schedule of approved outings. Tuesday, 3 p.m., personal grooming, 1 hour max. Identity theft. I lied. The real answer was too complicated. Valentina whistled low and ripped the strip. The pain felt appropriate. "How long you got?" 6 more weeks. She applied more wax, working in silence for a moment. Then, my ex had one of those. DUI. He tried cutting it off with kitchen scissors. How'd that work out? Cops showed up in 12 minutes. He went from house arrest to actual arrest. The truth was, I hadn't stolen anyone's identity. I'd stolen something much more valuable. Evidence that my former boss, Dominic, had been embezzling from the nonprofit where we worked. A nonprofit that provided legal aid to domestic violence survivors. For 3 years, I'd watched him skim donations meant for women trying to escape their abusers. I documented everything. Fake invoices, shell companies, diverted funds, almost $800,000 stolen from desperate women and children. When I reported it to the board, they thanked me for my diligence. Then Dominic convinced them I was the real thief. He had 17 years with the organization. I had 3. He had connections. I had spreadsheets. The FBI raided my apartment at 5 a.m. on a Tuesday. They found the evidence I'd copied, which Dominic's lawyer spun as proof I was planning my own embezzlement scheme. My public defender, overwhelmed and underpaid, suggested I take a plea deal. 6 months house arrest for unauthorized access to financial records. "You seem too nice for identity theft," Valentina said, working on my inner thigh. "Nice people do desperate things sometimes." She nodded knowingly. "My sister embezzled from her kid's soccer league. Nobody suspects the team mom until the new uniforms never show up." The monitor on my ankle beeped. 30 minutes left. "Does it track everything?" Valentina asked. "Like, does someone watch you pee?" "Just location. If I go outside my approved radius, it alerts my probation officer." "What's your radius?" "Home, grocery store, here, and the community center where I do mandatory volunteer work." What I didn't tell her was that the community center was where I taught computer literacy to domestic violence survivors, the same women Dominic had stolen from. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I helped them build resumes, apply for jobs, create new email accounts their exes couldn't access. Last week, one of them, Natasha, had looked at my ankle monitor and said, "We match." She pulled up her pant leg to show her own tracker. Her ex had convinced a judge she was a flight risk during their custody battle. "At least yours comes off," she'd said. Valentina finished the last strip and applied soothing oil. "All done. You're smooth as a criminal." She laughed at her own joke. I sat up, checking the time. 15 minutes to get home. "Same time next month?" she asked, pulling up her calendar. "Actually, I'll be free range by then." She smiled. "Good for you. Hey, can I ask what you really did? What makes you think I lied?" "Hun, I've been waxing women for 12 years. Identity thieves don't volunteer at community centers. They move to Florida and open juice bars under fake names." I considered telling her everything. How Dominic was still free, still running the nonprofit, how the FBI had dropped their investigation after I took the plea, how the real evidence was on a flash drive I'd hidden before my arrest. "I tried to stop a bad man from hurting vulnerable women," I said finally. Valentina studied my face. "And they punished you for it?" "Every good deed, right?" She didn't charge me for the appointment. "Consider it a discount for fellow criminals," she said with a wink. I made it home with 3 minutes to spare. The monitor beeped its approval as I crossed my threshold. 6 more weeks of this digital leash. Then I could retrieve that flash drive and try again. This time, I'd skip the proper channels and go straight to the press. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. "Natasha gave me your info. I need help with my resume. Can you teach me about computers?" Teresa, another survivor.